like, with his rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I...
Okay, Coach. Well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Real set. 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Nice, sweetheart.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Dot, 180. Check, 53's Mike.
After the interception, here's Goff. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Bell. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On second down, it's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
17.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And he said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
180. 53. Orange. Slam. Undercrush. 2 for 1. Check 37.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Jones. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for gone. And he whips that one incomplete there. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Steps away, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here goes Simon. 59. Mike's 59. I don't think you got it, son. Swing.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Silver. Louis.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
53 is the mic. Yeah, let's get that ball.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
His first catch. Good for 9 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, 76. That's
Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun, here's Gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
76, tell him. 76.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, check, Mike, 57.
Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just the thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Terrell Basham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. Mike's 57.
Now Goff. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
12. You go protect.
They run. It's Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Zerline on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On the toss, it's Gurley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, Charlie. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we're pretty quiet.
Just beating the play clock is gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Begin. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
120. 3 is the mic. Let's go one more. Super one. Check. 53's Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
58, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Let's go.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Let's go, D. Check 13. Check 13.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
180. Too little,
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stop your whining.
Goff now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
53, Mike.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
What? Like 20? Check 53. It's just me. Obama. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's our time.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
That's how you score.
Todd Gurley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the pass.
Now it's Darnold. Anunua's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Got him in. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Get up! Get up! No, no, no! Off!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
You got it!
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check. Yes, sir.
Another carry now for Gurley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Gurley, and he is going to lose yardage here. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Here we go.
Now Darnold.
Let's go, B, let's go.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
180. Check 53's Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ric Flair. Lucky. Switch. Watch twist. Watch. 12. Sponge. No.
On first down, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Now Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be a yard or so short. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone